and welcome back to my channel. So it has been a while, but today I'm finally back with an art session in my art journal. And what I would like to do today is experiment a little bit with this flying swan. I would like to come up with a nice color combination to put behind it when it's in flight. So that is what I would like to try out in my cotton paper art journal today. This is an old sketch that I have been painting before, but I didn't like the background that I had. I tried to make it too realistic, and it just, I don't know, the outcome was a little bit blah. There's no other way to to describe it. And now I would like to paint it again, but give it a little bit more oomph, a little bit more, wow feeling to it. So that is why I would like to experiment a little bit with different color combinations to put behind it. And not only the color combination, but also the way I apply the paint. So this is an experiment for a watercolor painting. Now I have already covered the back with some dark graphite pencil, so I can just transfer this drawing to both my pages here, and then I will try two different color combinations for to sit behind the swan. Now I have noticed here in my watercolor journal, this is the 100% cotton paper Winsor & Newton watercolor journal, and when I before painted this one, I ripped the paper when I removed the masking fluid. So now I am going to try the other side of the paper and see if the masking fluid comes off a little bit more easier on this side, because usually with watercolor paper like this in an art journal, when you are using both sides, they have a slightly different sizing to them, so the surface is a little bit different depending on which side you paint on. So hopefully on this side it will work better, because I guess that this side, which feels a little bit softer, I guess that this is actually the back side of the paper, and this side that feels a little bit more smoother, I guess, is actually the right side of the paper. It doesn't really matter if it is or not, but if it works with the masking fluid, then I know that if I want to paint something where I need masking fluid, that I need to turn to this side of the paper. So it will be an experiment with that as well. But anyway, I will start with transferring this drawing to both of my pages and then mask it off with masking fluid so that I can really play with the background and splashing on some colors. I will probably make one side in my comfort zone or with my comfort zone colors like Payne's Gray and different blues, but then I would like to try the other side with some more exciting colors for me. So step out of my comfort zone a little bit and try maybe some warmer colors like orangey or yellowish kind of colors, like it would be flying into the sunset or something like that. So yeah, that is my plan for today. This will probably take a little bit while with all the applying of masking fluid, the drying time, and then playing around. So I will just put this on fast forward and put on some nice music. I will put on an audiobook for me, and then I will be back when I'm done to talk about if I succeeded with the idea that I have in my mind or not. But nothing more to it. Let's get started. I'm starting by wetting the paper with a little bit of water from my water spray bottle, and that is just to make the paint flow a little bit better. And I am painting with my Daniel Smith watercolor paints today, and this was a combination of mostly lunar blue mixed with a little bit of Payne's gray. And after that I'm going to add a little bit of ochre kind of color that I am mixing from Bronzite Genuine and French Ochre. So for the second swan I decided to first start with some neutral brown colors, and this quite pale brown was a combination of Light Genuine and some French Ochre, but then I decided that I needed a little bit more of a contrast, so I added some dark sepia to the page. And then after that was dry, I wanted to try and give it like a warm, nice afternoon glow, and then I played around a little bit with transparent Pyrrole Orange, I think, and then a little bit of Pyrrole Red. Then I had some Quinacridone Burnt Orange and a little hint of Quinacridone Deep Gold. And I think that those warm colors on their own would have been too bright for my taste, but because I added them to the brown, that gave it, just this how to say it, like a warm glow to the color instead of just being a bright color, if you get my meaning, but I think you do. And then to try and give it a little bit of a nice texture, I am here adding just some water droplets to the paint to try and create some interesting effects in the color. And I'm very happy to report that the paper did not tear when I removed the masking fluid, and that makes me very happy because that means that I can use masking fluid in this art journal. I just have to use it on this side of the paper. And after all the masking fluid was removed, I just went around the silhouette or the edges of the bird and just cleaned them up a little bit so that all the ragged edges that I had got left from the masking fluid was, became nice and smooth where I wanted them to be. So So there we are now, all done, both pages. And I have to say that I am surprised at how much I actually like this one. Normally I do not like orange and red and yellow colors, but here it really does give the whole picture like a special kind of glow. And I think I like it simply because I first added the brown background so that I had something to build on, and then just added a light wash of the red and quinacridone burnt orange to it. It didn't become too overpowering, it just gave it that glow. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. Instead of only painting, this is my comfort zone with the blues and a little bit of the brown and ochre colors. I really like this one. I think the bird pops maybe a little bit more, but it might just be my personal preference because I love that color combination so much. But I have to say that I'm very happy with this experiment, and I definitely think that I can experiment a little bit more with these kind of colors. But that was it. I hope you enjoyed this small session in my art journal today, and hopefully also I will not take as long time until I get my next video out for you. So yeah, nothing more to it. Happy painting, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you, and I will see you next time. Bye.